Hello everyone, welcome to another t-shirt design video tutorial. Now in this one I am going to make a classic car t-shirt design. As you can see, so this is a premium vector from Freepik and this is some text. Now for making a different design, like not a regular design, if you want some text or find some good text, you have to search on Google. Like, and I was searching like classic car t-shirt designs and I found tons of different designs, and then I'm going to, here is on mine anyway. So then I take some text from different designs, like one line from this design, another line from this design, like that. So that's how you can get some cool text like this. And this is a vector from Freepik. So I'm going to make it and then we will modify the design, of course. And for making that, first step is I am going to, as you can see, this is a very colorful design and a very premium work, illustration work, and I don't want this much details in my design. So I'm going to select my this car here, and then I'm going to trim it. Like in the pathfinder tool you will find this trim option. So once you trimmed it, you can double click to isolate the group, so nothing else will be affected here. Now I am going to select my magic wand tool and then click on this kind of darker area or the black area, then press Ctrl X to cut. Now you can see the black is cut. If I select them and then delete, then press Ctrl F. So this is what I selected, only the black part, and there is some darker shades of the color here. So if I select one of it, I can go to select, then same fill color. So it is going to select everything that has this same fill color and delete. So it is going to look like this, or you can just keep them. So if I keep them and I can make it black, so everything here I am going to select again and then going to make them black. So it is going to keep some details in my design, nothing else. So if you want it, you can keep them. If you want it to be a plain one, you can remove them anyway. So that's not the problem here. So I'm selecting all of it like this is a group, and then if I click on this unite, it is going to make it a unite design. That means every small details is going to unite in a one single part of the design. So it is going to act like a, okay, sorry for that. So this doesn't change. Now I'm going to select all of it again, and then maybe I will, okay, first step is, you can see when we apply the trim filter, it is going to cut it everything in a small details. So I can simply select them all of it again and then make it unite. It is going to work. So as you can see, now it becomes a one single shape. So that is what I wanted anyway. So this is just my car vector here. I wanted to play with my text here. Now for this one here, this extreme metal and paint, I want to make it the top part of my this design, then this American classic kind of bottom part, then the rest will just follow my design. So for this one here, I am going to make it like this metal and paint. I am going to, let's like break the lines because I don't want them to act like a one single line here. So let's do it like this. I can do it in another way, that is writing them down again, but I don't want it. So these two I am going to use my maybe go everywhere font. I really like this font because this, in this metal kind of design or this kind of classic car design, this font really helps, or this font really stands out, something like this. So this position I think is good for me. I am going to group it. So once it is a group here, I can go to object, transform, and then share. It is going to look like this, but I want it, make sure that it is in vertical, and then I want to change the direction like in this direction. So I am taking it minus 10 degree, that is fine. In your case it may vary, like the setting depending on the setting of your Illustrator. So in this kind of position I want to keep it, that is fine for me. And now for this extreme one, let's use something like sneakers. Yeah, this font is good. Let's, I'm just using some bold looking font because this kind of designs are really for them who love this kind of metal cars and kind of badass thing. So this is how I am going to keep the top part, and then for this bottom part I can maybe, I don't know which one will look good. So let's, sorry for that, I want to use my go everywhere font here for this American classic part. Okay guys, so at this point I need to make a wide area for my design, so I'm pressing like Ctrl Shift R. Now this is for me, for bringing the roller tool you have to press Ctrl R only. I changed the setting, so it's Ctrl Shift R for me. I hope you will understand. So this is the full wide of my design, so I want everything to be inside this area. Now these are all text, so let's break them so that it becomes shapes, no text, just like this. Then I'm going to make it same size wide as my that car, so a bit kind of position like that is fine for me. And for this American classic I want to make it kind of this. Okay, so this much is good. Let's use this car show. So I'm going to use a scripted font here, maybe Explorer script, because this part I want to make it a little curvy. This kind of design is for men's, but sometimes it's really cool to mix the font. So all I am using some bolder looking fonts, so that's why a scripted font here, just to give it a different theme here. Now for this area here I want to, I don't know how I want to do it. Let's do it in this way, something like this maybe, and then I'm going to bring this in this area. Okay, I don't want to make it a same kind of source we used to create every time, so I am trying to make it a little different from our regular source, kind of this, but this part, and this is still, maybe I can select this anchor point, and then if I click on this point it is going to make this smooth, and then I can adjust the anchor points here, kind of this. Okay, that is just not important here, so I am going to select this part, and then I am going to click here one more time, then I can adjust my this anchor point just to fill this area. I'm doing this live so that you can follow what I am doing here. Okay, so that is fine, I think. Now for this area I'm going to make some adjustment here. I'm taking my eraser tool so that I can erase these parts just like this, then maybe this part from here. Okay guys, sorry for that, it takes some time because this is not our regular style source. So like this, and then on here, and then here. I'm just going to make it a stroke. Then if I select them all, shift M for shape builder, and then I can erase this part, and that is fine. Let's remove this part. Now I'm going to select this part, and then I want to overlap it with my E here, sorry, the W here, and that will make it like if I select them I can press shift M is for shape builder, I can erase that part. So that is really good. Now maybe I can just move it a bit up so that it fits inside the area. Now selecting them again, sorry for that shape didn't come very realistic, but that is okay for me. Now I am going to unite it, that is fine. Okay, so this part here I am going to make it a little smaller, not full size wide, that is fine. Then this speed shop I am going to use this font here, because that is the font I wanted to use every font in this design. Now for this area here I want to just, as you can see, it is already being a long design. If I place this part here, make it kind of this much bigger, that will be a bit longer, and I don't want that, so I am going to make it look like a bit different here. So I'm placing these two. Let's break them because I don't need them to act like a font anymore. That is fine. So this car show I'm going to make it a bit smaller. This speed I'm going to place it here, and then this shop I'm going to place it here. Now that is fine. Okay, sorry for that, I copied. Now I'm going to select these three. Let's make it kind of this so that it is, and then let's distribute the space between them so it is in the perfect center position, or I can simply match it with my the wide of the design. That is going to make it look like this, but I want to fill this area, so speed shop is fine. Then this 1991 I am going to make them. Okay, let's first change their font. So sneakers is good. Okay, let's use it like this. So this speed shop I'm going to use in one side, then I'm going to use this 1991 in this area, then I'm going to use another text here that is going to be since 1991. So this is just to fill my that area because I want to keep everything in a similar looking format. So that is fine, I think. Let's use it like this. Okay, so that is fine. I'm going to select it, make it a group. I'm going to select these two. Okay, let's make it a same size. So if I select these two, make it a group, and then select these two, I'm going to align them. And then if I select this one, I can align the wide of the two version, and then I can bring that all the way down to this side. And once it is placed in this position, I know this is the far right, this is the far left. So if I select them all, and then I can distribute their center position, even the space between them, that is fine. So let's make it kind of this position. So that's fine. Now I'm going to select my this part, then I'm going to bring my offset path, preview, and then click OK. Ctrl X to cut it. I'm going to select my this American classic, then I'm going to place it here. So that is fine. It is making a cool looking transparency effect here, and I don't want that part to be visible. Now guys, if you are someone new in this category like t-shirt design, and if you want to learn more about this, then you have to watch my older videos like about transparency and other stuffs. You will learn it from there. So that part is done. As you can see, this part is looking good, and then this part is also looking good. Here is some empty space, so I want to do something for this area. Let's select it like this. Okay, I just want to move the position like this, then I'm going to make it a bit bigger in size, of course, because yeah, that's fine. Now I want to create a effect here, so I'm going to press Ctrl C for copy, of course, then press Ctrl B. So Ctrl B will make another copy and paste in back. So I want that back copy to be like something like this position, or maybe let's do it again. So I'm going to Ctrl C, Ctrl B, then press shift and right key one time. That is going to do it like this. So if I make it red, you can see this is the copy, or let's move it a bit close to the original one. That is fine. Then I'm going to unite this, or maybe just unite this part, black part, then Ctrl C, selecting this red part, Ctrl F to paste in front, then bring that close to the edge, maybe this position. Now if I select this red part, unite this, and then press shift and select this part, then I am going to press Alt and then click on this minus front. As you can see, this is how it is going to create this effect. I'm going to expand the appearance here, that is fine. Now I want to select it all because it should be in the center position, kind of this area, that is fine for me. Now I'm going to select my this car vector, Ctrl C to copy. I'm going to select all of it, making it a group, then opening the transparency for it, press Ctrl F, it is going to paste in front. Then I'm going to merge unite to make it a complete one single color, you can see here. So that is going to make it look like the this part is in the background, so that is fine. Now whenever we are making a design like this, it should look like this part is, this car is standing on something kind of a ground style thing. So I am going to create that here. So I'm going to just take my pen tool here. I'm going to create just some random lines here. Then I need to make sure that I am following the edge of the car, like the tire position. Then if I bring it to this part, I can simply create some random shapes like this. Make sure that you are covering the entire background area here. It doesn't have to be very perfect, just some random lines, but make sure that you are filling it all the way wherever the car is visible, like the lower part of the car, the back part, kind of this. Then I'm going to bring this here, another copy here, and from this area I'm going to continue this. So as you can see, this is how it is looking right now. Don't worry, I'm going to Ctrl X and then select the car vector, Ctrl B. That will paste my this shape behind the car. So that is not a problem. Basically, if I select this shape inside the transparency, I will find the car's vector. Let's copy this one, click here, and then if I select this one here, open the transparency and then press Ctrl F. So it is going to place it here, and that part is, that car is going to be visible. So that is fine. And for this part, maybe I will bring them a bit down, little bit. That is fine. And for this area, I wanted to make it like a something like cool looking strikes, like thunder strikes. So that is where I struck almost every time. So I don't know how it will come up. So I don't think I am going to do it perfectly even this time. So if I select my direct selection tool, if I take my direct selection tool, I can select this anchor point like this, then I can reflect them. Now this is just to fill in these areas because it is not really important here, so that is fine. And then if I bring on here, then Ctrl R to, sorry, I select the reflect shortcut to Ctrl R. That's why if I am pressing Ctrl R, it is going to, it is reflecting. But if you press Ctrl R, it will bring the ruler, like turn on or turn off the ruler. So you have to change the setting. Now guys, this is my setting for this one. This is the final design for this one, but I wanted to create some vintage looking effect. So I will search like vintage color palette. Sorry for that, I should have bring this earlier. So this is going to be my color palette or color for this design. And for this one here, I'm going to pick some colors like this one. I really want to look like kind of muddy style, muddy design, or maybe just a darker version of this green here, kind of this. That is not really important. So for this paint here, okay, so easiest way is, let's do it. Sorry. So I'm going to pick these colors because whenever we go inside a group, and that is going, and if we try to pick a color from an image, that really makes it look like a bit lighter version of that. So I'm going to add those colors in my source panel. That is fine. So let's select this one, that extreme, and then this metal and paint. If I select this red version, I can make it, okay, let's keep it complete red, but not that red, this red, then this color, Then I'm going to select this one, maybe red. This one I'm going to make it yellow, this one yellow, and this one red. So this is just some random colors. And for this part here, sorry for that, American, I'm going to make it red. Then car show, I'm going to make it yellow. Since I'm going to make this to this color, so this is just some random colors. Now for the car, I want to make it colorful, so I'm going to select my car vector, Ctrl C, Ctrl B, paste in back. Then I'm going to use my merge unite tool, and then the black shape, as you can see, whatever is just created, I'm going to make it this color. That is going to make it look like this. So that is fine. If I delete this to ruler, I don't need that basically right now, because I am going to, my design is done. So I'm selecting that color. Let's create a background for our design. Ctrl X, Ctrl B. So this is how our design is going to look. And I'm going to add some texture to my design, because this kind of design really looks good on grand texture. So I hope you everyone, you guys have this kind of grand textures, or you can search like on free pick, you will find this package. This is a free to download on, so you can take anyone. I'm selecting that on, then I'm going to make it a group like this. Ctrl G, then if I click here, press Ctrl V here, so that you can place the texture and then make it bigger. Make sure your texture is black, so black makes it complete transparent. So as you can see, this is how my design is looking right now. Now this may be a longer one, but I hope this will give you some idea how to make a custom design, or using a vector, how you can make a really cool looking t-shirt design. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed and learned something new. If you are learning, then please do subscribe and like, comment whatever you want to know. If you want to know anything, any specific design style, you can comment and I will try to show you guys how to do that. So that's it, guys. Thank you everyone for supporting me, for supporting this channel, watching this video. See you in the next video, guys. Have a great time. Thank you.